thing. You got the chops.
Ah! Captain! You're gonna be in pictures!
Already got an entourage, huh? Way to get ahead of the game. So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime?
Actually, yes.
Terrific! We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
Huh.
That Wanty the best choice for the voice to turn off.
You said that already.
Anti-Cleo's pipe patch. All of the benefits of smoking a real pipe.
It was the Spacer's choice.
Walk around the orrery 3 times, your corporate rival will die of a paper cut.
You think I'd get arrested if I climbed up on that to get a look at the earrings?
Nah, probably just shot.
They're just wealthy citizens. Okay, before we do any main quests, let's do the fun quests. Parvati, we're getting you some clothes.
I've always loved that sculpture.
It's an orrery, and you say that every time.
You, with the hips. Over here. Let me take a closer look at you.
Hold on, let me take a look at my hips. I don't have hips. I don't have hips.
Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have
See, that's the kind of clothes I want.
Posto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled spacer. Splendid. I love it. Your walk, your posture, the cut of your clothes. You carry yourself with the bearing of a noble, but you dress like a barbarian. How
You
delicious.
can get those
Excuse me?
clothes from Hershey as a fashion
I'm
designer.
Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly
That's an
what
old friend of
Byzantium
mine.
needs.
Her name was Celeste.
I'm an artist, darling, not a tweed merchant. I don't sell things. I pollinate the world with art. I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. What do you say, my dear? Care to make history with me?
I just met you. But yeah, I will.
Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed madmen of Monarch dress themselves? I've heard rumors, but I require samples. Also, I expect you to model for me.
I can do that.
Oh, you cad. You'll be the talk of Byzantium once I'm done with you. I'll need you to model for me the following. The apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear. Helmet included. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers. None of that garbage spacer's choice pedals. You have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. You're going to absolutely murder this job.
I mean, I do that for a living.
Fabulous! I can't wait to see what you dredge up. You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain. Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling. My word. Such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense. You're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Materials, labor, licensing and copyright. There. Love. That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love. Oh, gracious me.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who woos for love anymore? That's so... precious. All right, Captain. Here is the absolute best I can do for you.
3,000. Ooh.
Look up what you need to do for her quest. There is no way I can explain it to you for this quest.
Okay.
Darling, do I look like an amateur? I read her measurements by eye. And don't you ask, because they're no one's business but her own.
Did you leave chat? Alright.
There are some things I simply cannot skimp on, darling. Such a lovely young lady deserves the best. Now stand back. Back! I'll enter the settings and get these machines spinning. You'll be broke to bespoke in nearly an hour. And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking...
I am here.
Okay.
What?
It said 0
Oh,
people
no,
watching.
ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way, no how. I get scared just thinking on it.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees that as clearly as I. If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe, I'd probably head to the Groundbreaker.
Okay. I wanted to buy something from you.
I can't wait to see those outfits. What can I do for you, darling?
I wanted to trade with you. Thank you. Okay. None of these have the pizzazz that I'm looking for.
You have 2 of the set you need for her.
I do?
I can't. What? For... Outside Byzantium? Of course not. There's nothing for me outside Byzantium. You're very welcome.
I'm not gonna anger the bear. Okay, let's talk to Parvati.
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time, I just have to actually do it now. You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for to fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colony ships.
Get the
like
clothes
Hope.
you put on Felix and the unique goggles in the storage bin.
Oh, okay. But does she take it away from me? 'Cause I don't want that.
I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Not yet.
What?
Not for real.
Yeah.
Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her over. Oh, this is real scary, Captain. I'm grateful for all you've done.
Okay. Let's meet, Ellie's parents now. While we're here.
You just need to wear it and talk to her.
Oh, okay. I'm
I love
completely
Byzantium.
fine with that.
Where else are you going to find art and culture?
Looks cooler at night, actually.
Remember that stranger I saw in the square? The one with the Spacer's Choice aficionado. Looked like she'd style her hair with engine grease. Doesn't she know the Spacer chic look was last season?
You need the full iconoclast armor too.
Okay. The legendary one or the just any random iconoclast one? I'm guessing legendary. Or like the unique one.
Today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history.
Is it me, or could each of these homes fit all of Edgewater?
You need the unique.
Cannery and all.
Got it.
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial grade cleaning solvent in desperation.
Alright, here we go. Whoa, that's cool. So the Spectrum vodka changes when you're in different places, because it's a glass for every class. I wonder what... It's Rizzo's. That's cool. I like Rizzo's. I think they're my favorite company. Just because of their color palette and how they appeal to everyone. See, this is what I was thinking when I was like Byzantium and everyone was hyping up to me. Everyone as in in-game. Alright, let's get in.
Marilyn, is that you?
Loss. We certainly didn't expect to see you like this.
And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble. I don't know what to say. He's usually not like this. Come on, you're supposed to help me make an impression. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right?
I must agree with your unusual friend. You see, after going for so long without hearing from you, we collected on your life insurance policy.
Oh, no
And the
way.
payouts have been rather substantial.
What?
You what?
Oh my god.
Of course. And we shall always harbor that joyful secret deep within our hearts.
Oh
And you'll report it to the insurance company, right?
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
Wow.
That's the other problem.
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we? The neighbors would talk, and not in a good way.
We concocted a story about
That's
Celeste
so
Jolly
dumb.
Girl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
Not until I get some answers. Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Quietly, if you don't mind.
Well, we're trying to avoid further embarrassment.
Wow.
I'm afraid it would cause quite a stir if the neighbors saw you two stomping about.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
Oh my god.
Let's just get out of here, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
Those heartless people.
Let's talk outside.
Wow.
That wanty the best choice for Elias parents to do that. It was the Spacer's choice.
When they said they collected the life insurance policy after so long, I was shook. Oh my god. That's so bad. I hate that. I genuinely, even though they're innocent, I would wanted to do something about it that involved more than just dialogue. I was not staying quiet.
I need
now.
a word. Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's
Don't you
garbage.
worry, you will do something.
I wanted them to get upset. I just thought it would play out differently. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off
And I
his
was
glasses
trying to be
and
nice to
blink
them.
open-mouthed. I know. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know. And I've got a reputation to maintain. I'm used to rough situations. Like when someone loads your pistol with blanks and strands you in a Marauder moon base. Or traps you in an airlock with an angry mantis worm. But I want to talk about me now. I always thought I knew that. Didn't realize it would take getting stabbed in the back to really get it. Good thing it happened with a couple top-rungers who can't stick worse than a butter knife in me. They've got no idea what a real double cross looks like. Much less a Hephaestian triple cross. Or an inverted Olympian blind cross. Wait a second. What if I could get that money? Want to bet? I've got some big appetites, and they're all cheap. I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off. As long as I don't develop a taste for Gorgonzola and bad legal dramas, that's fine by me. My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account.
Okay.
If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves. Something on your mind?
Good job. Okay. I'm intrigued. I want to do this. I want to do it.
Miss Ellie, Dr. Finhope, I noticed your pistol's been making funny noise.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully. You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you. How does this sound?
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment, but I'll pay you back.
Oh, no. I mean, it don't cost nothing. I got a spare spring in my pocket here, even.
Everything's got a price.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I can't come down anymore, my good man. I'd have to request a counter waiver, and you know how...
The dissidents actually...
Soul letter box addressed to GHIG. Office is on the planet Mars.
You seem shook from the quest.
Oh, that's the... on the one on Fallbrook. I am shook. I would hate that if that ever happened to me. Oh wait, perks. What to do? Science weapon damage, no way. That's pretty good. Headshot kills explode. Ranticleos? Okay, main quest now. Okay, what do we need to do though? Yeah, okay.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Sugar Gel Flakes, and Purple Berry flavored Power Nuggets. Now with 12% more crunch.
Hey! Stand back, you. I'm part of Minister Clark's personal detail, and that means you gotta keep 5 feet back at all times. Of course not. But I'm not on the job right now. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired and all. He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard.
You also have the assassination mission you have to do with the aliens.
Yep. That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal UDL-issued shotgun. They don't give those out to just anyone. Yep, I've nearly made it to the top, my friend. I'm just 2 promotions away from on-the-job bathroom breaks. That's a great idea! I'll have a Spectrum vodka.
Captain, I can smell him from clear over here. I reckon he's had a fair number already.
Sure have, because today's my big day.
He's got powerful good ears, too.
And a powerful thirst. You have a Spectrum vodka for a new pal?
Wait, let's buy it from you. Bartender.
Please allow me to improve.
Give me all your Spectrum vodka. Okay, maybe not all.
Buy 3 vodkas.
Thank you. Nope.
Hey, you look familiar. Cheers to me! Hey, you are really great. Have I told you that? We should be friends. Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm face down on the tile somewhere. Who am I kidding? I could have another. You got another? It's not every day you get your dream job, right? Wow, you've got like this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that? You're like a Manosaur. You got a Manosaur energy. Oh, Lord.
I like this guy a lot.
I gotta say, I'm seeing at least 2 of you.
I hate to be that guy and steal from him, but I don't know.
I really shouldn't. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow if I don't stop.
Nonsense. You've got another in you. Doctor's orders.
Guess I can't argue with that. Yeah. Was that one supposed to taste like Purple Berry Crunch? Or am I just tasting breakfast? I don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Let's follow him. I think he's going to like an alley or something.
I just need to sit down.
You just die? He just died! He just died! Oh my god, I just murdered a man. I gave him 3 alcohols, three vodkas, and he died!
It's an order.
I thought I was gonna like pickpocket him or something as he was like
Bet
on
Monty the best choice to kill him.
That's what Miss
It was
Vice
the
Mayor said?
Stacer's choice.
So, you take real good care of your pistol, Dr. Fenhill.
I oughta. It's kept me alive this long.
I mean, you treat it nice. Makes me happy to see, because I feel the same way about my wrench.
Look, it's a tool that does a job. Feelings got nothing to do with it.
Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench
Do
of
the
life
alien mission.
radiating off of him?
For the last time, access to Byzantium is impossible without a proper nav key. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to be somewhere else. Anywhere else.
Oh, splendid. Another rung leech wandering through the streets of Byzantium. Why, just this morning I thought to myself, As lovely as the gardens are, what they really need is more greasy vagrants frolicking through them.
I'm wearing nice
And
clothes.
here you are, frolicking. Forgive me if my manners don't live up to the standards of an interloper who accosts total strangers in their own neighborhood. Honestly, what is the board thinking letting so many of your ilk into the city proper? It's madness.
They don't even let people like me in.
I earned my place here, just like everyone else. My grandfather was the CIO at Tile, you see. I just told you. My grandfather made millions of bits as CIO, and I earned them from him.
Huh.
Of course it is. Wealth is the most visible, objective measure of success. And success isn't given to you, it's earned. My grandfather taught me that. If you have wealth, you're successful, and if you're successful, you must have earned it. Honestly, it's a simple concept.
No. That is not how it works.
You're welcome. Now, do we have any further business, or are you just here for the repartee? What's wrong? It erodes the very pillars of our society. Merit, decorum, personal hygiene. This city is meant for us, the system's finest. We earned its luxuries. But now we are overrun with the unworthy and the ungrateful, and this early retirement nonsense is making it even worse. Oh, do spare me your petty judgment. It's beneath me. Millions and millions of bits beneath me. By simply winning a lottery, those early retirees get an exclusive district of Byzantium to themselves. No one else is even allowed to go there. Tell me, how is that fair?
This is such a contradiction to what you're saying.
Well, it should be if you pay enough. It's not right. I deserve to see any district I please. Why, if it weren't guarded, I'd... You know, you look like you've been shot at before. What say I hire you to investigate this travesty, and you get paid to do so?
She's got a point. We're probably gonna get shot at anyway. Might as well make a few bits.
Yes. Listen to your... What is that person's job exactly? Are they your secretary? Personal masseuse? Or do you just keep them around as a mobile armrest? Well, it doesn't matter. What's important is that you think this is a fabulous arrangement, and you'd be thrilled to lend me your services. Aren't you? Fantastic. Consider yourself employed, vagrant. I hear the chosen retirees all enter the retirement district via the port landing pad, but it's completely locked down. You'd never get in that way. Unless, of course, you had a wealthy, beautiful benefactor of impeccable social pedigree, which you do. How fortunate for you. These codes will get you past the lockdown. Oh, and don't worry about subtlety. I don't care how you deal with security, just correct this injustice at all costs. The same way anyone gets anything here, of course.
Money.
I made friends with the
You
right
get to
people.
see what the board does to
Bits
the
might
poor
earn you a
people
place
when the
in
quote
Byzantium,
retire
but that means
unquote.
everyone here has little need for more of them.
I think
For
they just
favors
kill
like
him.
this,
That's
you
my
need to
guess.
spend, let's call it social capital.
Huh.
This property is off limits.
Damn it.
Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent of company policy. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal Defense Logistics. That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors. And you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS.
Courier.
Sure you are. And what is it you're delivering today?
Yep. Okay, I'm guessing the ID
You
I
have a
got
little
off the
card
guard.
so you can just walk in.
Huh, Dr. Fenhill?
Ellie. And sure, but most of it looks the same from inside a ship.
Sorry, Dr. Ellie. Still, though, don't you find it thrilling? Being in space?
Look, it's just Ellie.
You don't have to do that, you can use the shroud.
Well, look what happened. Sorry. Oh, don't tell me I have to do a lot of this stuff again. It said 1208. Oh, please don't.
You were supposed to go from the back.
Like I was supposed to know that.
I must admit, I'm getting a certain thrill out of our little arrangement.
Okay.
Looking good, soldier.
Take a look at our surroundings. Second floor. Got it. Oh, this feels like a Hitman scene. Hey!
How did you get in here? You're not one of my guards. What are you doing here?
Oh, my law. Captain, that's the minister! Mr. Clark! Oh, wow.
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a big shot.
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more. Drugs, of course. What else would it be? I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
He's got no idea what we're asking about.
Will that be all, then? Oh dear, I don't think I can say this any more slowly. Unless... Of course! It's Rockwell again, who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way. You are a quick study, indeed. I've long suspected Rockwell of transacting business in my name, but this proves it.
You've been all alone in this house? Would you like me to make you tea?
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it. After seeing this place, is it really a stretch? I've been confined to this house for years, and even I can tell you, things aren't right in Halcyon. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from
Minister
the
Clark is
HHC
supposed to
headquarters.
represent America
Your
in
best
Earth.
lead is to look for details in his office.
This all feels off, Captain. Like when there's a storm coming, but everything's quiet and still.
Believe me, things have been off around here for a very, very long time. A reckoning is most certainly
His title is Earth Minister.
We really gonna do this? Getting involved is a messy business, and it rarely pays.
This is about more than bits. This is about the survival of the colony. If you don't help, who will? Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter. Via the Acropolis District, of course. That's where the most important corporate and government facilities are. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons. When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are. The board's lackeys are none too bright. I simply claimed I'd lost it and hid it somewhere no one would think to look.
Ew.
I merely hid it in a book. No one reads anything longer than a few pages around here. There are a few advantages to dealing with imbeciles.
Your card will work here for all restricted areas.
Cool.
Wait. Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. But they need to know what's happening here. Why, indeed. I know so little about you, much less your motivations. But I'm afraid I don't have many options, confined as I am. Besides, I've nothing to lose. If you're looking into Rockwell, I can only hope you're also looking out for Halcyon. What isn't on it is the real question. I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more, all exposing the corruption and mismanagement plaguing Halcyon. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
You're awful trusting for a guy who's been locked in his own house for years.
The Earth Directorate is our best hope. Even Rockwell's resources are no match. And it is hardly in their interest to let Halcyon crash. Perhaps there is hope after all. And now I entrust it to you. Good luck, and trust no one in the Acropolis District.
Hi, I'm on camera. No.
Do the alien mission.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing. Are there any waters in here? No. I'm thirsty. Hi, Ellie. I'm not gonna question what just happened. Okay. What's happening with you, Ellie?
Oh,
It's right
there.
here.
That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety radiating off of him?
There's no guard. I don't... You just talking to yourself? Okay. Just gonna let me in? Okay. I want water. I want some of that water. I hear Rizzo's. Oh, I like that.
This reminds me of... Oh, never mind.
You're downstairs? Okay. Lots of bits. Thank you. Received a message from an unauthorized user. Looking through files in Cascadia on the terminal labor marauders. Okay. Worst suspicions have been confirmed. SCP-1084 was ransacked. Who knows what will come of the tanks, my team. As usual, the handlers on board are no help till I discover what... Okay. Circumstances were blank, whatever. Political instability, yep. Paranoia secured SCP-1084. Perhaps my... First extraterrestrials. Ever since our species have become aware itself, we impose that our superiority of the worlds we touched. Colonialism worked for a time. Oldest trick didn't work and Halcyon did it. Now we're the only ones who must bow to a force greater than to ourselves. We are the ones who must adapt. Update. Wine is making me too introspective. Maybe I should balance it out with vodka. There's a secret entrance? Oh, I'm guessing it's that one. Yeah. Or this one. Yep. So there is Alien's foot.
Wow, look at the size of this basement. If someone back home wanted to make a secret lab, they'd have to put it in a closet.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside? You're in my house, and I'm not fucking around. Start talking. My what conspiracy? Let's talk about this. Please, I think there's been a crucial misunderstanding. If you came looking for some elaborate scheme, it isn't here. All I'm doing is trying to keep Halcyon alive.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving. The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have. Look around. We're the only intelligent aliens in Halcyon. Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong enough.
What will you do?
I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back. It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it.
How'd you lose half a pair of ships like it were a sock?
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace. I'd prefer if you didn't use my name when you talk about this. My contract has a list of very terrible consequences for breaking secrecy. Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off Halcyon crops.
Knowing what the board considers a success, that doesn't give me a lot of hope.
You really think the board got our best interests at heart? I mean, they say, but I'm just not sure.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying. You could always shoot me. I assume that's why you're here. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
I try not to, at least when it comes to the moral dilemmas. Lilia Hagen's a useful ally to have, but I'll back you up either way.
Everything I did was for the good of the colony. Consider that.
It seems like she's trying to help, Captain. Honest help. Ain't many in the colony doing that.
Make her work for Phoenix.
Yeah, that's what I saw. I was like,
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain.
I want to do that.
I leave it in your hands. The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander?
Ooh.
If working with Wells is the only way I can save the colony, then I will damn well do it. I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive.
Oh, I'm not bribing him.
Wrong answer.
Dang, they got good armor.
Make sure the scientist is still alive.
Oh, Jesus. What do you think? Is it worth it? I don't know. Nah. Dang, what's my reputation with the border now? Or the board now?
No, but you are a Robopobe.
Oof. Okay. Just as equal.
I hope Dr. Wells has the resources to handle this project.
Yeah, they were a lot tougher than I thought.
Hey! Stop that! What do you think you're doing?
What?
Ah, sorry for the misunderstanding.
That's so stupid. Yeah? It's 12. It's almost 1 o'clock. I'll just go to bed now then. How long? How long? Can you make it 20? Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. You should probably get some sleep now anyways. See ya.
It is not the best choice to sleep.
Professor's choice.
Choice? Is that what you said? Okay, bye.